going on, everyone? We are back. I got about 35 minutes. Then I'm going to go back to making cookies. I like making cookies. So not a euphemism. I like baking from time to time. Trying some different recipes, different flavors, different consistency. Trying to make the best, chewiest, crispiest chocolate chip cookies and otherwise. So yeah, literally I have stuff I like to do in real life. I know it's funny. It's right. It's like, I thought you just did crypto. No, I'm not one dimensional. I do more than just crypto. I do more. Anyways, Red Squirrel, it's happening. You were number one today for sure. I see that in my chat. Crypto Truth. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Fox Mulder here, man. Welcome back. Always got some good questions and good moderation in the chat. Appreciate that. Trustless yield, highly underrated. One of those things. Yaveen, how's it going, man? You're number 5 today. I'll take it. If Red Squirrel's number 1, you can be number 5. You guys can rotate, do whatever you like. It's amazing. I like it. 1st and 5th. Were you 1st and 5th? Actually, I think, you know what? I read Yaveen's comment first, so I'm going to go with that. But you both could be right at the same time. It's possible to hold 2 different versions of the truth one time and still benefit yourself. That's true. Be the best version of yourself. Thank you for reminding me that is literally on the channel. The description of the channel is become the best version of yourself in the DeFi and crypto space. That's the first line. I hope to stick true to that. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to, help people without giving them any advice whatsoever. Help them understand how it's possible to do such a thing. And of course, talk about that sweet baby APR. Please don't go down. In the meantime, I wrote it up there. Yeah, the highest APR in the farms was 124%. I'm like, I'm taking a chance. I know it's going to go down. I know if ink dips 5%, it's going to go down and invalidate it. But whatever, it was true at the time. So I can't just. Am I going to go remake all the infographics and stuff? Like it's a lot of work. You get the point, right? You get the point. What's up, Benny? How's it going, Digital Farmer Benny? Welcome. All right, we're going to get into it. I want to do 2 streams. I got Donovan Jolly coming on at in a few hours, but I wanted to go through and keep talking the good word of Hexaco because there is always something interesting to talk about. So go realdefi.com if you don't like downloading stuff or creating URLs. Otherwise, feel free to verify the security of yourself and the safety of using the official PulseChain and Hex apps while also learning to earn. Boom. You like farming? Boom. Click that playlist. That'll teach you everything you need to know. Boom. Right there. All the stuff. All the cool stuff. So besides that, though, PulseX, let's take a look at the yield real quick. Go to farms. Oh, I knew it. 123%. Oh, it's only 123.27% now, which, again, do your own research before you participate in all this stuff. Some farms can be, evaluated to be more risky than others, all that stuff. 30 days on 10K though, around 1K a month at current prices, and prices have went up, price went down. So pretty cool. Yield farming, incentive token. A lot of people are having a love fest with it once again. Went up harder than everything else, went down harder than everything else, and now it's back up again, baby. Boom. That's what I like to see. Incentive token. So we got the 4 PulseChain ecosystem, Richard Hart coins. You got Hex, you got PulseChain, PulseX, and incentive token. And of course, there's Hex on Ethereum. It still has a market, still has LP, still has people trading it. It is just taking a back seat in Richard's mind, at least. We talked about that ad nauseum. But yeah, there's a lot of ways to make yield in this ecosystem. I think with this year, the people winning big, I hope the people winning big are the people who are participating in PulseChain, setting up hex ladders, yield farming on PulseX, using the amazing ecosystem platforms and stuff, which I'll talk about. Some of them haven't launched. Some of them are already out there locking up tons of TPL. Some of them haven't launched yet, which is very exciting as well, such as Tetra, for example. We got Hedron V2 coming out. Hopefully later this year. We got Rocket Pool, another pooled staking option. There's some other community projects and stuff going on as well with that too. So boy, this place, it's exploding. And the only time that people seem to feel sad about it is when the price hasn't went up as much as other things, but it's not the fastest turtle that wins the race. It's the one that waits the longest. I don't know how to make that analogy really work here, but it's I'm not giving up. There's nothing to give up on. Like even the notion of that is pretty strange. I think we got everything we need to be successful here. So the name of the game is waiting, delayed gratification. making money in the you know, I did a ton of streams making money in crypto, talk to different people, different ways to make it during a bear market, during a bull market, positioning. It is not a lack of information. Nobody has a lack of information in this ecosystem. There's so many transparent discussions, so much information. Again, go roll DeFi, everything you want to know. You want to learn about Hex? You want to buy Hex? You want to buy PulseChain? You want to buy PulseX? You want to learn about, you want to check your free airdrop, check your wallet to see if you got anything in it. You want to, you know, learn about Hex? Go to Hex Scout. Beautiful, beautiful website there. Set up ladders, you know, all that. Pay yourself over time, every month, every quarter, every year. We got everything you need. This ecosystem has everything you need. And I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm not going to stop talking about the yield. I don't care what the prices are right now. I care what the prices are maybe 6 months from now, a year from now. By the end of the bull run, maybe I care a lot more. But I think things will take care of themselves. The market seems to find a way to value things in an appropriate way over time, if not immediately. And in the meantime, maybe we'll get some cool pumps. So that's pretty cool. Again, making money in crypto. Click the money icon in the playlist. Learn to earn money. Click that. Making money in crypto. A lot of smart people, a lot of smart conversations here to talk about that I've went over before. So you got yield farming. Farms paying out some pretty amazing stuff. Again, I did streams on, you know, look at the different risk profile, look at what you're trying to achieve, understand impermanent loss, understand this stuff. There's not a lack of information. Seriously, there's plenty of content out there. Ink farms, you got the Hex farm, you got stablecoin farms, you got the Ethereum and Pulse farm, you got the Pulse and PulseX farm. Check out the previous streams I did on that, where I go into detail and explain about all that interesting stuff. But yield farming, again, Hex ladders. You know, Hex Scout is a great place to help you figure out. Look at projections. Look at the current figures of growth. Look at the different Hex stakes coming out. There are literally people who are locking up Hex. We got, you know, one well in the ecosystem is Godwell. So if we go to portfolio, click on the Godwell. Look over here. I mean, look at this. This guy, millions of dollars, billions of Hex, 8 billion Hex. And we're not even sure this is all the wallet. This is just, you know, like one sneak peek, one example of Godwell's portfolio, for example. 8 billion Hex, almost 9 billion, basically 9 billion Hex. So current valued $64 million. Amazing. This is both Hex on PulseChain and Hex on Ethereum combined there. Amazing. This guy who decided to lock up a bunch of money early in Hex over a 14-year on average time period, he's making quite a bit of money. On paper per day, $32,000 a day, $200,000 a week, $1 million, essentially $1 million a month at current prices, at very, you know, what some people say depressed prices, what, you know, we believe it can do and what it's did before on the Ethereum side. $12 million yearly by believing in a product, locking up for a long time, getting those T-shares. Amazing stuff. So Godwell, inspiration. And he hasn't even started making moves. He tweeted or replied to a tweet like once or so. People said a couple of his wallets are, you know, making some moves on exchange or otherwise, some rumors and stuff of that. This guy hasn't even really woken up and started making big moves yet. So we got him, got the other benevolent whales we talked about in the ecosystem before, who seem to be buying and bridging and stuff too. A lot to be excited about for Hex, for PulseChain, for, you know, again, trustless yield with Hex, lock it up, ladder over time, pay yourself passive income, yield, compound, like a really cool DeFi instrument, like a, you know, kind of like a high interest CD, but you can also trade them, you know, the liquid portion, make money over time. Again, really cool product. And then we have the yield farming on PulseX. So PulseX deflationary, buy and burn, amazing tokenomics. You earn incentive token. Incentive token, if you're curious, oh, is that the token that people sell? Well, in 90 days, you know, it's went up quite a bit. This is just what I had on last time. Yeah, they definitely, if you look at the chart, look at the chart real quick. Yes, indeed. Harder than everything else. It went down harder than everything else. And what has it done lately? Went up harder than everything else. So yes, people will sell this token, I'm sure. just based on what they did before, historically speaking. But boy, even without having any other use case other than you can earn it, you know, maybe the community build on it, maybe they won't, maybe other things will be turned on or built on in the future, who knows? But even without a purpose, you know, without an explicit utility of I need this to do something, it seems to be performing just fine looking at the charts. So incentive token, so you could earn that. Again, that's a big part of the APR here. And then what else? So validating too, I'll briefly touch on validating. So if you want to learn to be a validator where you can stake, just like on Ethereum, you can stake your Pulse, your PLS, your PulseChain token. You can stake that to earn fees over time. Got around 50,000 validators. You can learn to earn, click validators. You know, I got 77 videos. I have one 20-minute video right at the top that will just basically give you an introduction, tell you, it's pretty recent, about a month or so ago, tell you, you know, what it takes, what you need to know, how to do it, all that stuff. And then if you actually want to do it, I have videos on setting it up, kicking it off. Every single question you can think of has been answered either in video format, text format, tweets, everything. Not a lack of information. tinyurl.com/go-validate. That'll take you to the blog landing page. And it'll, again, go through all the stuff, talk to you about it, talk to you about the process. Look at this amazing meme of the founder. I think he likes PLS validators. He likes a lot of fun stuff. And then, yeah, take you through all the steps. No lack of information. Go to GoPulse, check out the validator stats, apps, sorry, not apps, stats, validators, all over the world. We are worldwide. PulseChain is worldwide. 49,000 validators. We had a dip. We had some people or some validators exiting. So I hit a high of 52,000 and now settling around 40. I feel like around 50K is a good number of validators, like for the time being. Well, I mean, this at every level of adoption, the newness of the chain and stuff, I feel like 50K, you know, again, less validators, more yield like that. What affects your yield in validating? The number of validators in the pool. So your share of the pool, how many validators you have. You can have 1 to 100. You can run 100 on a server. You can run 1 on a server. And then, yeah, your hardware cost, your ROI, a lot of that factors into it too. So 1.58 trillion staked PLS, trillion. $181 million worth of PLS locked up, helping secure the network, earning APR somewhere between 5%, this percentage somewhere through there. We need better estimates for right now. Wow. Did Pulse go below SAC? Because that would be, no, still sitting around SAC. Okay. Yeah, so less than $4,000 to become a validator. Amazing. What if Pulse does a 10x? It's $36,000 to become a validator. What if Pulse does 100x? Time could be running out to be a validator if you're interested in that kind of thing. It really could. Like if Pulse goes up and you don't already have the PLS, buying to become a validator, that's gonna be a little harder to do. So that's just a fact, right? That's just how the prices work. You need 32 million Pulse to be a validator. That amount, if Pulse price goes up in those terms, becomes you know, more expensive. So all over the world, awesome validators. So staking PLS, you can earn a SIM token. So you can stake, you can do ladders and staking through TRUSTLESS yield with Hex, premier DeFi product. You can earn incentive token via farming. And this is just the core products. This is just the, you know, the PulseChain main products out there. You have a few. So let's go to DeFi Llama, check out the top ones in TVL. I'll get to chat in just a moment. So around 500 million TVL. Man, I can't wait to see this number. If we're able to get like 2 billion, I'm excited for 2 billion. We get 2 billion TVL, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. That's gonna be pretty cool. I like this chart. I like that. We already went from look at this, 1.23 million, January 6th. The turning point, as you can see on the charts for PulseChain, 123 million TVL, 123 million TVL. Boom, boom, boom. Love it. Got up to 700 million, and that's just because, you know, prices have dipped in the last couple weeks or so. But amazing. Look at all the protocol ranking stuff. You know, PulseX, Premier Dex, most TVL. Who knows? It'll stay that way. welcome challengers. I think that'd be a pretty cool competition to see who can lock up the millions or billions of dollars worth of TVL. You got liquid loans, so let's go back to GoPulse. We can look up the TVL. They have a great TVL tab here. Locked. So look up here again. Validators far and above number one. We'll see. Maybe liquid loans. Maybe some of the validators exited to do LL stuff, and vice versa as well. So they could be trading back TVL from time to time. 181 million validators, 107 million liquid loans currently. Just a huge amount locked up. If it's locked up, it's not being sold, right? Pretty cool. I like that a lot. Locked up, it's actually doing something, it's providing some economic value, has some utility. You like that sort of thing. Hundreds of millions of dollars is happening for those kind of protocols. So liquid loans, huge protocol as well. Also Power City, I don't think it's on the list, but so liquid loans is for borrowing against your Pulse, open up vaults and stuff like that. Liquidity fork. And Power City has their own protocol, similar thing, but for PulseX. So liquid loans, ton of TVL there. You got the bridge as well for Pulse. And I'll get to the bridge numbers in a minute, but I want to look at the protocol rankings again. Liquid loans number 2. PHUX, it's a balancer fork. So a very popular DEX, great for stablecoin order execution as well. You got Fiat, which is like kind of like the bank type protocol, borrowing, lending, stuff like that. Essentially single side staking for some coins as well. You look at the interest rates, see that kind of stuff too. 9inch is the meme DEX. It's actually got a lot of so 5 million TVL. A lot of coins locked up and being staked there too, as far as like the native tokens for the DEX and stuff too. You got Spark Swap around 4 million. It's got its own features and stuff. I think they have like a BNB bridge. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I've heard a lot of people talk about that one as well. Fame protocol, that's part of the PH products. You got Fux, Fiat, and Fame. You also got Fatty, the wallet, which is awesome. But Fame is the leverage trading platform, decentralized leverage trading. So I think I would like to, again, advanced features, advanced users, doing your own research on that, but locking up quite a bit of TVL. These numbers, maybe even lower. I'm not sure exactly how accurate. I feel like I thought I heard some commentary about these numbers might even be higher than what the data they're pulling from. Who knows? So that's number 7 as of now. I got Daytona Finance, which is another DEX, I believe. Don't know a whole lot about it. I've heard some people talk about it. Number 8, Pulse Rate. Don't know much about this one. Impulse. Don't know much about this one either. But they're coming in just under in the under million TVL looked up category as of now, and a lot of other smaller ones as far as TVL goes in this list. What will be here in 2024? We're only 3 months into the year. Will these shift up and down? We have new protocols come out to lock up some stuff. I'm excited to see that for sure. So we got a ton of products. And again, for not even a year old chain, we got a lot of stuff launched and a lot more TVL hopefully to lock up as well. Like I said, I'm excited to see this number get to the billions. If you look at chains, PulseChain is currently sitting number 14. Yeah, I'm very excited to get to the 1 bill. If we get to 1 bill, everything stays the same, which things may move up as well. But say we get there, we'll be in the top 10, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 category, within the top 10 somewhere. We get past 3 bill. It's kind of like, Solana's 3.8 right now. So we get in the 3 bill category. What's momentum there? That could be very interesting. I'm very excited for that. So this ecosystem has a ton of money going around, a ton of stats. You can see everything. Bridge, you got 132 million on the bridge. A ton of stable coins, a ton of DAI, a ton of things to give this place value. So not a ghost chain. People are building. Lots of money's here. Lots of money wants to grow here. Lots of people are building products to grow money here and provide services and products for people. It's a very exciting place. So yeah, a ton of stuff there. And I'll get to chat. I'll take a break there for a sec, get to chat, see what you guys are talking about. If you have any questions, feel free to get them in. I'll go for another probably 10, 15 minutes or so, depending on what questions and stuff I got. Rosaur, should we take advantage of the PulseX current price? Well, I do not give advice, but we can look at the price and see where it was before. And a lot of people, they're looking for, so got So you got people calling for 10,000x. You got people, saying 100x is easy in this ecosystem for these coins. I posted a video of did some commentary on somebody tweet about PulseX at a penny, that type of thing. So let's see, it went up to it wicked up to 1.3 at first. So oversac looks like at 1.3, and then came down at the lowest point. What was it? I think it dipped right below. Maybe it wicked too, but it wicked below. It wicked to 5 zeros one time, didn't it? And then from here, the recent low, we can look at 1.3, 4 zeros, 1.370, somewhere in that range, all the way up to here, going. I don't know. Any TA guys in the crowd? Let me know in the chat what you guys think about this chart. But yeah, we hit, it wicked all the way up above SAC the other day. People that wanted to get out, get their money back or whatever through the market could have or got very close to it. So I don't know, where is it going from here? It has went up higher in the past, and that was just at launch in a bear market. Boy, I don't know. I'm not betting against this ecosystem. Definitely not doing that. So a lot of people are calling for big numbers. What's up, Hex Monkey? Love the APRs. Yeah, they are pretty. And how much further can they go? Literally, like what do the percentages look like with ink at $20? If ink goes to 15, 20, $30 again, what do the percentages look like here? I mean, are a lot more people going to get in, and they'll reduce the pool or the dilution? Like how is that going to play out? Again, pure speculation, but I wouldn't be surprised one day to look at all these APRs and see just about every one of them in the hundreds of percents. How are people going to ignore that? How are people going to ignore hundreds of percents on 8 or 9 farms here of coins, of core coins and stable coins and Ethereum? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. That'd be pretty cool. We've seen it before. We've seen it in the thousands of percents before. It was amazing. I remember seeing like 500, 400, 600, 800%. When it first launched, it was in the thousands. Amazing. All right. The folks on Twitter complaining, fighting me. Meanwhile, many are silently buying and staking Hex and many with low prices. Boy, I hope everyone out there buying Hex gets rewarded a lot. If you're buying Hex, staking it, hold it, hanging in there, I hope you get rewarded tremendously for sure. It's a great product, and there's no reason to not be like happy about it in general. If you zoom out, there's these events, stuff happen from time to time, but bigger picture, oh man, great product, great place, great founder, great ecosystem. Validator, I hardly know her. Oh god, VPN. Talking about the Go Real DeFi. I block access to VPNs. I mean, I guess that is technically possible. You could have a blacklist of if you knew all the list of the VPN IP addresses, you could from your server block. I guess you could, but never thought about it, Red Squirrel. But I know you're making a joke. You're funny. Crypto Crusade. Max, hope you're well, dude. You're one of 5 influencers watching space of being here 5 years. Awesome, man. It's good to know. Someone with experience. You denote your experience there. And I imagine you like to watch people who try to be measured, try to bring good information. And not a hopium guy. Never have been, never want to be. So yeah, appreciate that, man. It's nice to hear. I'm not technically good how to become a validator. It does require, in my opinion, some technical skills. I've seen people without technical skills struggle with it. So yeah, knowing Linux, I always tell people, if you know Linux, it makes it much easier to use scripts and set it up and pick at home or in the cloud and all this stuff too. But again, I would just go through the videos, Go Real DeFi, Learn to Earn tab, go down to Validators, last link, and there's a ton of content that can help you figure a lot of stuff out. Boom. I'm just going to leave it on this for a sec. Go to the Hex one. So 10K. Yeah, bad. What's up, Finbear? See you. Safe drive, safe travels. Yaveen, how's it going, man? PulseX and PHUX, yeah. PLS will go to $1.50 this bull market. What are your thoughts? I hope so. That is a big number. That is a very big number. There's no price god saying it can't, but boy, if it wicked up, imagine, if Pulse goes to a penny and then like wicks up to $1 or something, just like some massive unreasonable buy from billions of dollars going into it. I don't know. That sounds pretty optimistic. A little bit, a little hard to rationalize about, but man, Hex did 10,000x. Pulse got a lot of stuff locking it up. I think it'll do very well. My personal opinion. USDC, USDT farmed are awesome passive income. Yeah, you just gotta, again, do your research, figure that out about which ones are good for you. Do you like the PulseX? Do you like the stable coins? Like, are you okay with impermanent loss and the degree which may happen if prices move and ratios change and all that stuff? Do you like compounding ink? Do you like earning ink and then putting it back into the farms? Like a lot of really good choices. Like literally, I feel like when they deployed these farms, they gave people a lot of really cool choices to earn money and decide their own, their own profile of what they like to do. Yeah, you got TUFUX launching at some point as well. And yeah, some of these I haven't heard of. Hocus Pocus is amazing. Yeah, I don't know all the protocols in there. I pay attention to a very limited set of them and all that. But yeah, I think there's a lot of cool ones locking up TBL, and hopefully all the good actors in the ecosystem. Hopefully they make a lot of people a lot of money and they get rewarded as well. What's up, Armando? Good to see you. Jay, appreciate your updates. Yeah, I don't know what else I don't know. Like I said before, I get motivated like when we aren't in our glory days just yet, but everything feels really good, but a lot of people are negative for one reason or another. That's motivating to me. That's like, I feel more compelled to make content. I'm like, man, like I feel like people, need more of that during those times, rather than when green candles, it's like, okay, it's fun. Everyone's talking about it, but like you have a lot more people seem to talk about it and be up for doing streams, be up for creating content when, things are really, really, really good all the time on the surface. And then when they're not, like, well, to me, that's opportunity to be like, hey, things are still good. Prices go up and down, but the ecosystem pretty solid. So I feel a little bit more compelled when people aren't just dancing in the streets all the time. But I hope that comes. Any other questions? I'm going to wrap up here in a minute. Again, I got some cookies to bake. Boom. It's really, yeah, I think, yeah, making stuff digitally, coding in the real world, either building physical objects or, making food or whatever. It's pretty good. Feels good. Feels natural. So very excited to do more of that and leave you guys. And again, I'll just leave me for about 3 hours or so. I'll be back with Donovan, and we'll be talking about some really cool stuff as well. So if you go to the channel, I'll just talk about the channel real quick. And you go to playlists. So if you go to live, you can see, next stream coming up with Donovan around 1:15. You go to playlists, you can see, actually, I keep forgetting about this playlist. If you want to learn more about the founder, I made a playlist of all the best Richard Hart streams that I could find. And like the most important ones that I think are most interesting and onboard a lot of people. I really like the Link Up TV one. It's really, really good. Roger Ver one, always epic. A lot of funny ones. The Richard Hart Loves Puppies. Yeah, it's Peter McCormick. all these. A lot of really good ones. Kyle Chessay, you got Meet Kevin. You got the what's the name of the show? I forget. SOS, was it? I forget what it stands for. He did Fresh and Fit. What is SOS? Totally forgot. How did I not know this? Valuetainment. Yeah. SOS Cast. Valuetainment. That's what I was thinking of. It's a Valuetainment one. Yeah, a lot of really good playlists. I've tried to curate privacy. A lot of stuff you can get on Go Real DeFi. Just click on privacy. It'll tell you about all the different privacy stuff. MetaMask, if you're hardware wallets and all that stuff, and security. We'll go into security and talk about, all that stuff too. So thank you, Paul. Appreciate that, man. I use it pretty much every day too. I like it a lot. Cookies. I do like cookies. Are you going to have friends when we're still sticking around? That's actually a good question. Like, are you going to have the same friends? Because yeah, it's interesting. It's like, a lot of times we have friends in life who we share a lot of values with at certain points. And then what happens when you get, good problems to have, right? Like, what happens when you get rich? Are you still going to have the same values? Are you going to be able to still go on trips together without, how do you manage that kind of thing? I would say good problems to have, but there are things to work out there. So hopefully we can make our friends rich together, and it's all good. We all just go up together, and nothing needs to really change that much. So is the thing. Is there single testing yet? There is not on PulseX. I assume that's what you're talking about. Not yet, but who knows? I think timed updates in over this year for different features like that have a good chance of happening. Thank you, Vijay. Appreciate that. All right. I think I'll wrap it up there. That's all I got for you today. Hopefully that was useful, and I got some good information out of it. Again, lots of cool stuff to be excited about in the ecosystem. And yeah, I think it's worth talking about. So we'll continue to do so as long as I'm willing, capable, and having fun. So see you guys in a couple hours. I'll be back again. Come back to the channel, and we'll talk some more with Donovan Jolly. And that's all I got for you. Scivive and 5555. We are out.